94. $82. Game shot.
He's left himself a comfortable two-darter as Rob Cross. Well, that's a great switch from Willie O'Connor.
134.
Fantastic switch from Willie O'Connor. Now all the pressure is on Rob Cross to keep hold of his throw here.
May only be a dart at bullseye now. Will be only a dart at bullseye.
$38.
Well, Willie O'Connor now then, double 18 to take the throw.
Game shot.
Clean as a whistle, as they would say. Well, Willie O'Connor trying to zone in on that 60 bed.
100.
Good last dart. Left himself a comfortable two-dart finish. Rob Cross will be thinking to himself, I need two big trebles. There's one of them.
96.
But he still needs O'Connor to miss. 18. Finds it for tops.
37.
So it's two match darts missed, but in reality, he strolls away from the oche thinking he's going to get another three at tops. And he'd be right if he's thinking that.
57.
Well, you feel now, Rod, that Willie O'Connor does need to take this now.
But he has.
And a match. William O'Connor.
And Willie O'Connor gets the job done. The break in the fifth leg was key. And from then on, he just kept holding throw to put out the former world champion.
Yeah, James Hurrell here, a new tour card winner, Rod. I mean, last week in Pro Tour 1, he beat former world champ Michael Smith and ended up getting to the quarters, only losing out 6-3 to Luke Littler, who was our eventual champion. So Jeffrey Desvant knows he's got a tough game.
99.
England international, James Hurrell, a multiple winner in the WDF system.
Already wins so far. Let's just see what happens here before I give you some other scores. As Hurrell looking at tops and finding tops for the early breaker throw. What a good start that is for James Hurrell.
Hurrell here, like you say, Rod, it's about applying the pressure now. Little shake of the head. That's a horrible first cover dart, but a great recovery second dart. How's the third? Wow!
140.
A nice little 140 to put the pressure on this 202 from James Hurrell.
Takes the average up
100.
into three figures for Hurrell. He's in a hurry, Hurrell. 101. 81 left now. That's good to leave the pesky double 12. And he's found it this time. Here he's got all the time in the world. That leaves tops.
30.
He'll be back for that. And with that in mind, so much better to miss outside tops than inside it and start the breakdown of doubles that could be undesirable into double 10, double 5
46.
and all sorts, and then a possible split. So he'd be happy to come back at 3 at the top of the shop. Now he comes inside
Game
and
shot.
he nails it. So Desvan here is on the comeback trail.
That's a good first dart there from James Hurrell.
105.
Well, 130 finish left. One of the easier ton plus shot out
134.
finishes. Can keep two darts in the same area. But a lot of pressure on this now, Rod, as Jeffrey Desvan's left himself only 56. That's a great first dart.
Oh, it's a lovely second dart to leave double 5. Wonderful finish from James Hurrell. As Colin said, with his opponent on a two-darter, James Hurrell got 2 darts to wrap it up. So he should get another 2 at double here, Hurrell. He's already missed 3 for the match. Now what? He's got 2 more in his hand here at double top and double 10. Oh dear.
36.
No. He's missed 3 in leg 9 for the match. He's missed 2 in leg 10. Desvan can't finish, so Hurrell is going to get another 3 for the match here. Desvan has lost the plot momentarily.
81.
Well, this is a huge dart, Rod, for James Hurrell, I feel.
Game shot.
And it's the match
James
dart, and it's the match-winning dart. And James Hurrell, who's in charge for most of that match, converts it into a victory. Requires some trips around the board. It's a bit around the world in 80 days type stuff.
99.
That's good, though, to leave tops with the opponent on a bogey number. Barney has missed 8 darts at double so far. Van der Waal has missed 5.
55.
Barney with 3 in his hand here to go 3-1 up and take real charge of the match.
Game shot.
Lovely dart.
People who won more than that.
Can stay. They went for the treble 14 to leave tops.
134.
But the lie was there for a second treble 20, which would have left double 11, as shown by his third dart finding that target. But he's left double 4 that he's hit a couple of times already in the
36.
match. To go 5-1 up and make it 4 legs on the trot. Double 2 he has to go hunting for. And he finds
Game
it.
shot.
You keep missing, he's someone that will punish.
Set up shot leaves double 16 after a dozen darts thrown in this 7th leg. And Rem van Barneveld is coming back
96.
at match point here to wrap it up on double 16. This target has proved troublesome
No score.
during this match and still does so.
There was an opportunity there for Jesse van der
60.
Wiel, but a big opportunity. But Barney now throwing for the match.
Game
And
shot
at the
and a
6th
match.
time of
Raymond
asking, Raymond van Barneveld hits the match dart, makes it 5 legs on the trot and completes a resounding victory by 6 legs to 1.
Bit of pressure applied there from Vincent van der Voort to this 164, Stephen Burton's.
60.
Oh, and you can only hit the 60. They're still left on 104, so Vincent's going to get a crack at this 109.
Double 16 for a
77.
3-figure outshot, and Burton with a 3-figure outshot on offer of his own. And it's going to be on here. He goes tops. He
Game
finds
shot.
tops. So Van der Waal to take the lead. 20 for Bull. The bullseye for the lead.
62.
That close to taking the lead in the match for the first time, Stephen Burton. Oh, double 9.
18.
Oh, now Van der Voort. The doubles desert him. 1 for double 12 is the pick. And
Game
that's
shot.
the finish next to the double 9 he hit in the last leg. So Stephen Burton has come from a couple down to lead 3-2.
Well, interestingly there, Rod refused the treble 19 for ball finish, hoping that Burton would miss, and he has missed.
99.
So we'll be coming back for this 42.
He's a great mate of Van Gerwen, we know that, and Van Gerwen will talk a lot about the percentages in that situation being in your favour if you don't go for the finish,
Game
and
shot.
they've worked out nicely for Van der Voort here. So, to leave 106, 17, the target. To leave tops,
42.
and that was a dart for a level game, and now Van der Voort has a match-winning opportunity on 106. 54. Can't find that, just the 4.
84.
Tops, level game, 2 in hand Lau. Last dart in hand, and it's a big one,
No score.
and it could be the last one he throws. Probably will be. Van der Voort has left double 11.
Game shot.
And he hits double 11. I'm not sure that's what he wanted to do, but he's hit it in any regard. World ranking list. Van Gerwen sitting second in that regard at the moment behind Luke Humphries, the world champion.
137.
Can't do anything about that gap in the rankings today with today's ranking points on offer, but something no doubt is in his mind as he goes through the season,
97.
looking to really attack Humphreys' world ranking next year after the World Championships, which Van Gerwen will hope to win for a 4th time.
Game
Great
shot.
finish by Richard Veenstra, 1-1-2. Well, wanted to fill that to leave tops, and instead he strayed and left an awkward 3-dart combination.
$85.
And something that could also be said for Richard Veenstra. 42 left. Tops is the pick. It was almost in the double, but it was in the single to leave that double, which he's hit. Veenstra will have first crack at a double here. He's left 80. Van Gerwen here with a full house of treble 19s to leave 94 if Veenstra misses. Single will leave double, so 1 dart to take the lead again,
60.
and he's dragged it down. May just have caught the first dart, and Van Gerwen here, 54 for tops. 82 left. Goes bull for double 16.
62.
Double 10 for Veenstra,
Game shot.
and he hangs on to his throw. Oh, yes. Oh, no.
81.
Well, it all started so promisingly, but then the air went out of the balloon, and Veenstra looking for 57 for 2 darts at double top, or 2 double tops.
42.
Didn't get the rest of the combination right, so Van Gerwen with his chance to make a really decisive break. Double 16, double 8 now for MVG.
73.
Well, a couple of chances have gone, and they might be expensive misses. Goes the bullseye route. Leaves double 5. Oh, he went the safe route with the bullseye. Did earn him a dart at double 5. Van Gerwen has 3 in his hand.
Game
and only
shot.
needs 1 of them at double 8, and Van Gerwen strikes with the break to go in front, and that could be a massive blow by MVG.
$134.
Well, Van Gerwen now 2 darts away from the match, and 2 darts therefore away from a place in the round of 32, the 3rd round here.
59.
Players Championship 3 in Leicester. 68 for MVG. Great first dart, gives him 2 at the double.
Game shot.
And only
man of
1
match,
is needed, and Michael Van
Gerwen.
Gerwen touched the turbo at the back end of that match.
$100. $75. $48.
Brilliant darts to
Game
lead
shot.
tops. Oh, Barry Van Peer, that was a really show-stopping finish to put him on himself on 130 after 9 darts, and he will have a crack at that.
140.
So 1 of the first 2 darts of the treble 20 would leave at least a shot at bull, and that is very loose, and that will be bitterly disappointing.
85.
Van Peer looking at a second ton plus outshot of the match, 145 in leg 2. Still on, 96 left. Yes, double 18. Brilliant.
Shot.
Well, he rectified the situation, which appeared to have unravelled after the first dart, but it was still on via treble 20.
$100.
Well, you can ask a few questions of this 115 that Lukeman is going to be
95.
having a look at now. He's left a level ton. Van Peer would be for a 3rd 3-figure outshot. Now Lukeman, 15, leaves tops. Oh,
Game
yes. Well, anything that you can do, Berry, I can do too, says Martin Lukeman. So we've
134. 98.
Van Peer halved his score on his previous trip to the board. Can he finish it off? Oh, can he ever?
Game
Oh,
shot.
that is sensational. We're seeing an exhibition in finishing here.
$180. 97. 51.
Well, a rare missed dart at double in this match by Lukeman. It was to go in front 4-3. This is to go 4-3 in front for Barry Van Peer. 84. We'll expect to get at least a dart at the bullseye, but we'll hope for 2 at the outer ring. And he will get those 2. A brace at double 12, or 1 at double 12, 1 at double 6.
Game shot.
And he cleans up. And Barry Van Peer takes the lead. You get paid for. You don't get paid for playing well, you get paid for winning.
171.
Brilliant this, on for a 10-dart leg to win the match. It doesn't come much better than that. Well, I'll tell you what, he has played beautifully here, Barry Van Peer.
40.
Double 8. To apply the coup de grace.
Game shot.
Fantastic victory, fantastic performance from Barry Van Peer. In fact, you'd say, arguably, on the Pro Tour, he's playing better than he's ever played.
Yeah, it's
Just
always,
hasn't happened on the TV.
Yeah,
45.
and look, there were certain games on the TV last year where he was very unlucky, ran into inspired performances. Gal Gurney, the match play for one of them. Double top for Anderson.
28.
Misses a dart for 3-0 and a double break. Williams needing a ton-plus finish just to get on the board, but he should get a shot and does at tops.
Game
Well,
shot.
that could make a difference.
$96. 55.
Well, this is for 5-3 now for Anderson. Double 8.
Game
Oh,
shot.
beautifully done by Gary Anderson to go 5-3 up. Now, Gary Anderson is where elite level
99.
sports players call the zone. And the only time you've been in the zone, Dan, is when you were in a pub of that name. But Anderson has got everything at the end of his fingertips here, hasn't he? Williams wants tops, can't
62.
find it, and that could be the end for Jim Williams. He's done well to get 3 legs, in all fairness.
He's played well every time he's taken on Gary Anderson.
Game
And he's
shot.
lost every
Gary
time he's
Anderson.
taken on Gary Anderson, because Gary Anderson, once again, is world class. Well, I know that I said that you need to get used to Michael Van Gogh
47.
and Michael Smith. These games coming up so regularly because they play each other so much, and they certainly do. This is their 4th meeting this year. There's a weird statistical anomaly.
120.
This is their first ranking game of darts since the World Championship final, involving the greatest leg of all. Right, second greatest, because
35.
Manfred Bildel was involved in one with a 9-darter in the German Super League as well. How about this? How
Game shot.
about it?
Michael may miss
101.
and Michael may hit. And Manfred may hit. Van Gerwen may break. Well, if Van Gerwen goes on to win this leg and go 4-2 up,
85.
Michael Smith has real problems, because he'll have to win 4 out of 5 legs against the Green Machine.
100.
Does hang in the balance here, though. Treble 19 would leave tops. He's got the treble. 157.
Game
Check
shot.
out for Michael Smith. Superb finish. So it will be Wright versus Anderson for a spot in the semis.
They met in the semis last week, I think
180.
Tuesday, Dan, when Anderson was too hot for Wright. But it was too hot for everyone, to be fair.
You can't take out another massive finish again. You can't. So after 4 consecutive holds to throw to start the match, we could be looking at a third
60.
consecutive break.
Every chance. Oh, I say that he's missed a big number.
Game
Doesn't
shot.
matter.
Even a ton 40 leaves him a long way behind. And it's getting
140.
even further as MVG gets down to a 2-dart checkout, potentially 11-darter on throw to wrap it up.
99.
Doesn't even need to bring the bullseye into play here.
51 to leave double 16 to
Game shot
wrap
and
it up.
match. Michael van
And
Gerwen.
Michael van Gerwen is too strong for his fellow former world champion.
He says he's not bothered, but when you're playing like that, Rod, you've got to be bothered, haven't you? You know, you
89.
must be thinking to yourself, there's possibly some more TV wins ahead. I mean, in actual winning the major, winning the whole event, when you're putting in performances like this.
That's what he's going to be judged on. He's been
81.
playing beautifully on the PDC Pro Tour for over a year now, but he knows that the big
Game
TV
shot.
tournaments are what he's going to be judged on. He's 2-0 up in this match to miscount when it would have been so easy to leave 160. But even so, I think
139.
Anderson here will really fancy his chances of the double break, because Peter Wright needs 2 treble 19s and the bull, and isn't going to do the first bit of that equation and even get to the bull.
100.
So double 10 for Anderson here, and 3 in hand for 4-1. Oh, double 5.
Game shot.
Digs himself out on double 5, and Anderson now in complete control. Noppert 4-3 up on Searle, Van Gerwen and Lennon 3 each, and Rids leads Littler 4-2.
140.
Peter Wright clinging on here. In many ways, this isn't a leg that Gary Anderson will be
96.
particularly worried about. It's on the right throw. He knows he's got multiple legs when he's starting the action on his own darts, Anderson, so those were the ones he's really looking at. If he can win here 6-1 or 1 and good, double 14 for Wright.
Game shot.
That's a great finish, 135, Peter Wright, to stay alive. But I don't nurse this down to a finish, you would say, and get the job done. That's the way that Anderson will have mapped it out in his mind. But Peter Wright trying to just change the landscape.
180.
Well, fair play to Peter Wright. 135 out in the previous leg, a max in this one. Anderson can leave a 2-dart combination here.
180.
Can he ever? Peter Wright staring down the barrel now as Anderson looks for an 11-darter to wrap it up.
Well, if you're going to try and get over the line,
100.
Rod, 2 maximums in that said leg certainly helps.
Tops to beat Peter Wright for the second Players' Championship run-in. He's going to have to wait, and Peter Wright, well, the long shot on offer. Yes, Peter. Went 2 tops. He could have stayed. The line looked good there, Colin, didn't it? For another treble to leave double 10, but Peter
65.
saw it otherwise, and he's got a better view than we have.
That's certainly right.
And
shot
Gary
match.
Anderson
Gary Anderson.
closes the door on his Scottish international teammate, and Peter, whilst they were all fairly straight darts, was trebleless, and Anderson can pounce again. Oh, look at this. He knows when to assert himself.
180.
Well, do you know, Rod? Gary Anderson,
134.
every time he hits 2 treble 20s, you just expect the third one these days, don't you?
You do indeed. 36 left. Now double 9, and again he could choose to split, and again he goes
69.
straight at it. This time he misses it. He'll have the same choice on offer when he returns.
95. Game
And
shot
again
on the
he hits
fifth
it.
leg.
So Anderson has the break that he needed. Comes in. If Callum Ridge was sat at home on his sofa watching the streaming with a bottle of
180.
Newcastle brown ale and a packet of cheese and onion, he'd be enjoying Anderson's performance. But he's standing behind him. He won't be getting much pleasure out of this. Beautiful darts though from
180.
Callum. He really is throwing superbly himself. tops. Tops for Gary. Outside the first time, takes the finish out of range.
45.
And Callan Rids, just to hold, wants 67. That's 27 on tops.
27.
That was for a 15 darter with only one dart at double. And Anderson here, this 60 can be awkward. We've discussed that before. But that's placed nicely, and he can see the full bed. But he can't
20.
hit it. That was for 6-3 to go within a leg of victory. This has got to go in, you feel. And it has done.
Game shot on the 9th leg.
He feels that he expected to hit that the way he's playing.
Yeah.
So did we, to be honest. So did I, certainly.
Yeah. That 180 there,
140.
Rod, that Gary just hit was the 14th of this match. That's absolutely brilliant.
100.
From both players.
From both players, yeah. Sorry, yeah, Gary. That was Gary Anderson's 9th.
It could easily be Anderson's 14th. It feels like that. Double 14. Oh, brilliant finish from
Game
Gary
shot.
Anderson.
On the
Throws his
10th
hands up
leg.
in the air and says, how did I miss tops in the leg before? World number 33 by the PDC. When he plays like this,
105.
you think, goodness me, it should be higher than that. But the standard is so high, I think it's indicative of how high the standard is that this bloke is 33rd. Full.
107.
So this now for the match for the Flying Scotsman and another appearance in a Pro Tour final. 88 for Gary Anderson. Brilliant
shot
stuff from
and the
Gary
match.
Anderson. A
Gary
sensational
Anderson.
display. And Callan Ridge, all he can do is just laugh at the brilliance of Anderson. Shake.
Anderson might lose his throw very early doors. If Ryan Searle can hit this bullseye.
96.
Well, that's a respectful thing. Gary way back on 153. Well, the shot's on. Come back to try and clean
139.
up this 25.
Well, double
Game
four.
shot on the 2nd leg.
Slightly unusual way. Might call it the Coast Stompe way. Prior to this match starting, it was 33 and 51 legs. Which is around about
130.
65 for every 100 legs thrown, which is just figures that are unheard of and unprecedented. He wants the ball. He
Game
hits the
shot on the
ball. What a way to
fourth
get your
leg.
first leg on the board. To make it difficult for even Anderson to come back.
105.
Well, this is a similar cracker, Rod, that we were treated to last
Yes.
week, isn't it?
130.
Well, Anderson wants double 8 and he's got 2 in hand. Double 4 the switch. Double
Game
4
shot
the
on the
finish.
6th leg.
4-2.
Make that 38.
He's had 5 in this match, has he?
Yes,
Right.
he has.
Good job.
38.
One of us is keeping score.
135.
Can he get to the 40? Dare I say, can he get to the 40?
There's one against him
180.
to leave 60 for the Pearl. Bullseye
shot
again
on
for
the
Gary
8th
Anderson off
leg.
2 single 18s. You talk about what Wayne Mardle would do. 140 for Anderson, leaves the 164 he's already taken out in the match. But tops for Searle. Oh, that is absolutely wild, and he can't believe it's ended up there. 39 left.
8 scored.
36 left when he comes back, if he comes back. Gary Anderson cannot produce a second 164 roof raiser.
100.
Double 18 for Ryan. Now,
18.
is that the mistake that changes the match? I wonder. Gary Anderson looking at 64. 8 or 16. 16 leaves the double.
48.
That was a real chance, and one you feel he really had to take. Because the
Game
leg is
shot on
over.
the 9th leg.
When Players Championship 3 here in Leicester. Is this another? Why even ask the
180.
question? I mean, it's almost inevitable once he gets that first start where he wants it.
180.
Goodness me.
Wow,
180.
this is just ridiculous. It's a good ridiculous, but
Yes. Double 12 left. Ooh.
126.
Well, that could have been 12 perfectly thrown darts, Rod, on the trot.
Tops.
Game
Yes,
shot
Gary
on the
Anderson. Now
11
that's
flag.
a big breaker throw and puts him right back in the mixer. That's in. Double 6.
75.
So, Gary Anderson. Is it to be
81.
straight at the bottom of the board or 2 for double 2? Straight at it. It can get awkward quickly.
Game shot on the
Doesn't get
12
awkward
flag.
at all for the master Arrowsmith. Well, back to the hotel because they'll be back tomorrow, you would assume.
127.
Right, it should come down here. Oh, that's fabulous darts.
177.
Lesser spotted double 17. And it's
Game
hit.
shot on the 13th leg.
My goodness me. Ryan. How many in this match, Colin, this so far? 9 for Anderson, is it? 8, 9?
It's 14 in total. Anderson 8,
145.
Searle 6.
So Anderson on 41 for the day then, therefore with the 8 in this match. And he's left tops to take it all the
137.
way. Gary Anderson. Tops for 7 all.
Good marker.
Game shot on the
7 all it
14th
is as
leg.
Anderson nails tops. It goes all the way to a decider. So now it's got very tense on the Oki in this final. Can he hit another maximum? Oh, yes, he can.
180.
2 maximums in the deciding leg. It doesn't come much better than that. Now, remember, last week Anderson set up a 9 dart bid in the final leg. Ryan Searle's maximums
100.
didn't come consecutively, so it's not that, but it's 96 for the match. Wanted the treble to leave double 8.
48.
Oh, that's the wrong big number. He wanted 16. It's not catastrophic. He will get 2 for the match. But Anderson, can he get close enough to put the pressure on? No, he cannot. For once, Gary
60.
Anderson's scoring prowess deserts him. And Ryan Searle wants double top to
Good shot.
avenge
And the
last
match,
week's defeat
Ryan
in the
Searle.
Players' Championship in Wigan. Ryan Searle is the winner this time as these 2 practice partners duel on the Oki. It's Ryan Searle's day in Leicester.